Welcome friends. In last lecture of mass spectrometry, we learn about how to identify the isotopes by just observing their intensities of the molecular peak. Okay. So now in this lecture we are just discuss about the fragmentation of different functional groups depending upon their stability. So first we talk about some basic concepts related to the ionization, their stability, and then we move towards the fragmentation of different functional groups. Okay, so the first thing is nothing but said to be we discuss the fragmentation. In last lecture, in the very first lecture, so we are talking about the instrumentation of mass spectrometry, and in that lecture we are discuss about the ionization chamber. Okay, so we know that this is nothing but said to be the ionization chamber. We just have to talk about just an ionization chamber. We are not interested in the another part of the mass spectrometer. So this is nothing but said to be the reparent plate. Okay, this is nothing but molecular leak, okay, through which the sample is inserted in this ionization chamber. This is the first accelerating plate. Okay, this is nothing but the outlet, yes, and this is nothing but said to be the attracting plate, which is present at the positive potential. This is the repellent plate present at the positive potential. This is nothing but said to be the electric filament, which can produce the electron beam, which having energy at about the 50 to 70 electron volt. Okay, kilo electron volt. So this is nothing but said to be just a rough diagram of the ionization chamber. So what happens when when the vapors of the sample molecule is inserted in the ionization chamber? So obviously this is nothing but said to be the electric filament, so the electron beam will be bombarded over it. Okay, so this is nothing but the picture we already discussed about it. Okay, so what happens, suppose this is nothing but said to be the M, which is our sample molecule. Okay, so when it bombarded by means of electron beam, which having energy you can say that the 50 to 17 electron volt. After the bombardment of such electron beam over the sample molecule, which is present in the you can say that the vapor state, so what happens, the electron will going to ejected. So I will show over here. Suppose this is nothing, so what we got the M plus. So the mechanism is nothing but like this. Suppose if we consider this is nothing but said to be the ethane molecule, this is CH3. Okay, so we also discuss in the types of the electrons. So generally in organic molecules we have three types of electron, that is nothing but the sigma electrons. Okay, sigma electrons, then pi electrons, and then is nothing but said to be the non-bonded electrons. So we know that three types of electrons we have in different types of the organic molecule. Suppose if we talk about this molecule, so here there is a presence of the sigma bond, that's why we have the sigma electron. And as we know that in organic molecule we have the covalent bond that will be formed due to the sharing of electron. Means what you can say that the two electrons are present over here. So this is nothing but said to be the picture. When such type of molecule is bombarded by means of the electron beam, which having energy the 50 to 70, and we already know that the 8 to 15 electron volt energy is sufficient to ionize any molecule or withdraw the electron from any molecule. But we are using this 50 to 70 higher, because if we use the tremendous amount of the energy, or you can say that the electron beam, so what happens, that beam will responsible for the fragmentation of that molecule, means each and every possible peak we got in mass spectrum. And suppose if we use the 8 to 15, so may possible that some peaks we do not got. Why? Because if we use the 18 to 15, so it is not enough to do the complete fragmentation of any molecule. Okay, means we do not got all possibilities. So that's why we are using the 50 to 17 kilo electron volt energy, so that all possibilities, all types of the species we got in the mass spectrum. So this is the simple example. of the organic molecule. This is an what simple alkene. So these are nothing but the two sigma electrons which are present in between this bond. So what happens when say the electron beam is say bombarded over it, so one of the electron will going to eject. So what we got what, say this CH3. I may write down here what a radical, and here is nothing but the positive charge, and this is nothing but the CH3. So that will be called as what, say that will be called as what, say the radical cation. Okay, so obviously we know that in mass spectrometry, after the ejection of any electron, okay, after the elimination of the any electron, so what we got what, say the radical cation. Okay, and this is nothing but said to be the positive species. That's why we will call as what, say the M plus. Okay, it will be called as M plus. Why we called as what M plus? Because the molecular weight of this species and this one, it is nothing but our neutral sample. So the molecular weight of both are nothing but the same, and that is called as what, say the peak. Due to what this M plus, we called as what, the molecular peak. Okay, which having the highest M by E in that particular mass spectrum. Okay, so this is nothing but said to be the picture. You saw this picture. This is nothing but said to be CH3, which having, say, radical, and this is positive charge, and this is CH3. So this is called as the radical cation. Okay, radical cation. So how this will going to work? So what happen when any molecule say pass through this molecular leak? Okay, and this say the molecule is bombarded by means of what, say the electron beam. So obviously there is a ejection of one electron and make a, say the radical cation. Okay, after the say the formation of the radical cation, so what happen, this molecule will obviously again bombarded by means of what, say the electron beam, and that's why they will gain what, say the extra energy. Okay, and suppose you know that if any molecule that having the extra energy, so it is an unstable molecule. Okay, why? Because it is present in what, say the excited state of the vibrational, it is present in the vibrational excited state. So due to what, say the vibrational excited state, if the molecule which having, suppose say the lifetime is a 10⁻⁻⁵ second. Okay, if the molecule which having their lifetime greater than 10⁻⁻⁵ per second, okay, so this molecule is stable, and obviously they will, say, you can say that they will travel from what, say the ionization chamber to, say to the detector, and that's why their peak is recorded in the mass spectrum. Suppose the molecule, so it is nothing but said to be the greater than. Okay, means you can say that like this, greater than, and suppose say the molecule which having less say the lifetime as compared to 10⁻⁵ per second. Okay, so such type of molecule is not stable, and that's why it undergo the fragmentation in said to be the ionization chamber, or some molecules they are enough stable, so that's why they will not undergo, say the fragmentation in the ionization chamber. They will, say, move in said to be the path of the curvature, and in that path of the curvature they will undergo what, say the fragmentation. So such type of molecule will result, say the metastable peak. We already discussed this metastable peak. It is an important point. Okay, and suppose the molecule is not much stable. Okay, it is less than their lifetime is less than 10⁻⁵ second, so their fragmentation already done in the you can say that the ionization chamber. So the picture is very clear. So those molecules bombarded by means of what, say the electron beam, so their electron is ejected. I will show over here. Okay, so this is nothing but said to be the picture. The radical cation will result. Again this radical cation is bombarded by means of what, comes in contact with the electron beam. It can say absorb the energy, and that's why it goes towards, say the vibrational excited state where the molecule is unstable. That's why to achieve stability, okay, to achieve stability it will going to lose energy and undergo what, say the fragmentation, and that's why we got what, say the fragments ion in say the mass spectrum. So this is nothing but said to be the picture. Then just we talk about say the stability. We are talking about what, say the molecules which having two types of the lifetime. It is greater than what, say the 10⁻⁻⁵ second, or the less than that of what, say the 10⁻⁻⁵ second. But what is the causes of that? Okay, so which molecule will roughly, just by observing any molecule, we can able to see that what this molecule is say the lifetime greater than 10⁻⁵ per second or less than that. Okay, so how to identify whether the molecule is more stable or the less stable? So obviously in organic chemistry we come across what say one intermediate called as what say the carbocation. Okay, so we know that what carbocation. What is carbocation? Carbocation is nothing but the species which having say the positive charge. So I may write down over here. So this is nothing but said to be any species called as what say, suppose this is what say the M. I may write down over here, and they having what say the positive charge over it. So it should be carbocation. So in case of the mass spectrometry, all carbocations are detected. Okay, and they will going to appear in the mass spectrum. So we know that the carbocation, the stability of the carbocation is nothing but said to be tertiary. Obviously the tertiary carbocation is more stable as compared to the secondary and as compared to what say the primary. This is nothing but said to be the simple you can say that the order of the stability of carbocation depending upon the number of substituent. Okay, why? Because they will going to, they have say the inductive effect plus I effect, so that's why they will going to stabilizes this tertiary carbocation, then secondary and obviously primary. Okay, but the another concept is nothing but, along with this is nothing but the first concept, this is second concept is nothing but said to be the conjugation. Okay, second concept is what called as the conjugation. So obviously you know that what do you mean by the conjugation. Suppose if you take any say the allelic say, suppose this is nothing but said to be the molecule. Okay, and suppose if we eject say the electron from this, and suppose we got positive charge over here, so obviously this molecule is in conjugation. Okay, is in conjugation with this, means this will goes over here, and what we got what say the double bond over here and the positive charge over here. So in this way this positive charge will going to stabilize by means of what say the conjugation. So if there is a conjugation, so this molecule is nothing but the extra stable. Okay, and that's why such type of molecules, means here see if it is what say the tertiary, if it is nothing but present in the conjugation, so such type of molecules stabilize by means of what's either the inductive effect or what say the resonance effect. Okay, so such type of molecules which having their lifetime, okay, greater than 10 raised to power minus 5 second. Okay, so this is nothing but the concept. Means really we have to, means you can say that just by observing any organic molecule we have to know that whether it is stable or say unstable. Okay, means it will undergo fragmentation or not. So this is nothing but said to be the concept. Okay, so you have to focus over what say the carbocation, stability of the carbocation, and how the say the factors responsible for the stability of carbocation are. First one is about the inductive effect, their order. Okay, tertiary is greater more stable than secondary and then primary, and then second is nothing but said to be the conjugation. So obviously whatever the species where say such factor is present which is responsible for their stability, so that species is more stable. So this is all about what say the stability of any particular species generated in the ionization chamber. Okay, and you can say that say how this say the ionization will take place, and what we got what say the radical cation. Furthermore, when we say proceed towards what say the fragmentation, so two techniques are generally used to show the fragmentation. So obviously in general books, obviously the Pavia will going to prefer by so many students. So in case of the Pavia, they will not show say the you can say that said to be the continuous fragmentation. So the first one is nothing but the continuous fragmentation, or you can say that the chain fragmentation. Second is nothing but the stepwise fragmentation. Okay, stepwise. So what do you mean by this continuous and stepwise fragmentation? Because I already so before starting our fragmentations, we I will like to say confirm these two techniques, because some students may confuse that say I am using what this technique and this one. So I will just explain that what do you mean by this technique. What do you mean by the continuous technique? Once we take, suppose say the reactant or whatever say our sample, okay, our say molecule. So suppose once we take say the molecule, convert into the radical cation, after just by using say the homolysis and heterolysis, we are going to continuously break that, and continuously we got what say their peaks from what say the higher to lower. So this is nothing but the continuous. So we are not going to say write down in the steps, first step, second step, like this. And second is nothing but the stepwise. Stepwise means what? Suppose any molecule which is appeared at what, say the 58, another peak is nothing but say 43. So in first step we will going to show what, say the 58, and in second step we will going to show the 43. So this is nothing but the stepwise. So in generally, say the Pavia or any other book of, say, the spectroscopy generally use say the stepwise synthesis. Okay, so obviously for the sake of understanding, so I may also use what, say the stepwise synthesis whenever, say, the continuous say fragmentation will came. So I will also explain that what do you mean by what, say, the continuous fragmentation. Okay, so now we move towards what, say fragmentation of different functional group. Okay, so we have so many examples, but we will take just said to be the important examples, but for the sake of the understanding we just take much more example. Just try to take much more example for your understanding. Okay.